So do you want to just tell me your name and where you're from?
Will Creep Up. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio originally, but I currently live in New York City.
Cool. And so the question that I'm asking everyone is, what is love?
What is love? To me, when I think about like in my experiences in my relationships, the only way in which like we really distilled it down was like honesty. It was like you care about somebody so much that like honesty is the most important thing. I think when it comes to like love and relationships, there's very few things you can promise to somebody. But I think one of the only things, because you can't promise how you're necessarily going to feel or how they're going to feel, they can't promise that to you, right? But the one thing you can truly promise to somebody is that you'll be honest to them. And maybe that means that you don't feel the same way you felt about them before. But because you love them, like you really care about them, then you feel like you owe them that honesty. Um, and I think like vice versa, if you really love somebody, sometimes there's honesty that, you know, you have to be honest with yourself about are you maybe telling them something that could hurt them, and maybe you don't, because that's being honest with yourself. Are you doing it for selfish reasons versus them, versus their well-being, and what makes them happy or would make them obviously not happy. So I really think it's honesty. I think that's like the biggest thing for me. Like if you're like really discussing like what love is or how you like love somebody or what that means between in a relationship, I think it's just honesty is my biggest thing. So hope that makes sense.
Oh yeah, totally, man. Cool. And so then, as a little follow-up, I've been asking people, what do you love about love?
What do I love about love? I love that like that feeling that, and I think what's important is that it doesn't necessarily feel like it completes you, but it's like like you don't need it, but it's like you have that person that has your fucking back, or they're just there for you. They're like your ride or die. They're like and they have your best interest at heart, and it's like you have them there, and it's like you shouldn't need that to get through like life. Like you should be able to be self-sufficient and like love yourself and be able to do it on your own if you have to. But when you have that person who really is just has your back, it's just you can just rest a little easier at night knowing that like maybe they can pick up a slack a little bit. Maybe I'm a little tired this day. Like they got you, and they drive you to be better, and they just make you a better person. They build you up. I think that's like the greatest thing. Like it's never a competition, it's who's better. It's like how do we make each other better. That's what I love about love.